always had like a spacey sound, using like, people used to say I use a lot of videos, like it sounded like some of my beats could be in video games, or just some outer space type sounds, you know, just real spacey. And but now I've adapted to just a lot of different stuff that artists like. I'm trying to work with the artists, so the stuff I hear those guys rapping on, the stuff they like, I keep it in mind when I go cook up, and I might throw a little of that in there with my own swag too. So I say my style is evolving, because it's one thing, but it's changing, you know, trying to just make it as wide and versatile as possible. What inspires me? What inspires me, man? All kind of things inspire me. I do music, so it kind of sounds weird, but music inspires me. Food inspires me. Random thing could inspire me. The weather, you know, it just started raining all of a sudden today. That may have a impact on the way I might make a beat today versus it being a sunny day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I might make something in minor chords, maybe a little darker. But anything can inspire me, man. It just depends on the day, the time, and you know, everything around me.
So you said food inspires you. Is there a particular food that inspired you before? Like, give me a food that inspired you and what it inspires you to do.
Shrimp scampi. Shrimp scampi, one of my favorite foods, but I had some recently and I hadn't had it in a while. So after I had the shrimp scampi, pretty much, I went and tried to cook up some beats. I had like producer's block, you know, I couldn't create anything, and I wound up coming up with something kind of like elegant. It was a different style of beat, and it reminded me of the shrimp scampi, like for real. Like it was kind of on the same lines. Like I actually named the beat Shrimp Scampi.
What else do you do?
I engineer. I'm an engineer. I mix, and I can rap a little bit. You know, I dabble in it. That was something that I used to do. Like I used to do it. I was real forward with it, putting music out. But right now I'm really big on the engineering and producing. That's my main focus.
So what got you out of rapping?
Just opportunity, honestly. Opportunity here at Streets X, and didn't really get me out of it, but just changed my focus. You know, I can be more of an asset if I got something to provide for people versus just trying to sell my music. That's what everybody's trying to do. So I'd rather try to sell my beats or my craft, my skills of engineering and mixing. It's Ddddame.
It's Ddddame. Yeah. So where did that come from, man?
Ddddame came from that's my tag, my producer tag. So on all my beats it says Ddddame. All my website, everything is Ddddame. People call me Ddddame. But it came from my buddy D-Rock, who rapped, and we produced together. We are pretty much like the company productions as far as the producers. And D-Rock, he was recording himself way back in the day. He rap, make beats. He do the same I do, engineer. And he had a song, you know, he chopped up. He said Dame on the beat or something at the beginning, but he chopped it up and it said Ddddame. And when I heard it, I just ran with it. You know, we done changed it a little over time, but it always stuck, Ddddame, and now hopefully it'll become a household name soon. People call me Ddddame and shit like that. It's catchy.
Speaking of that, then, what's your favorite tag that you heard, like just growing up, or any other rapper or singer, whoever might have?
Tag wise?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who got some creative type shit that they known for? Probably Gucci, man. You know, I'm from the east side, so growing up, I was a soldier for Gucci. We put people on it. I put my cousins and stuff on it up north. Like, you know, Gucci is a staple in Atlanta, man. He like the, you know, he really put a lot of people on. A lot of the guys that's relevant right now, you know. But Gucci had a lot. It's Gucci, Goo Up. He had a whole bunch. So I can't think of one, but it'll definitely probably have to come from him. Some things I live by is, man, it's no shortcuts to success. Like, you got to put the work in. One thing I always preach to a lot of my homeboys, or a lot of my friends, just anybody around me, whatever it takes to get to wherever you're trying to get to, map it out, you know, make a plan and mark one thing off at a time. Start with the smallest thing, and it'll be executed in a matter of time if you just stay the course and you stick to that plan. But it's no shortcuts. You got to go through the process of, you know, the process of whatever you're trying to get to. So that's one thing I'm big on. You know, just stay in the course and trust in the process, you know.
All right. So with that said, what's the best advice that you've ever gotten?
Best advice I've ever gotten? Well, I'll say, kind of piggybacking off what I was just saying, it's a book I read called The
Alchemist or something?
The Alchemist, yes, The Alchemist. I was just talking about the process and stuff.
Okay.
So I read The Alchemist like one day, and that was the first book I read in one day. Really?
I had a homegirl, she told me I should read it, but
Same here. I had a homegirl who told me.
I read it and I'm like, okay.
I went and got a library card just to get that book. It taught me a lot about the process I was on and how I should embrace it more, and the real treasure in it was the process, like going through all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even really see the treasures of doing this every day, like all the, versus focusing on the end result. The prize was the whole journey.
Right.
So that's huge. I think that's freaking huge. Like,
what impact do you want to make, knowing all this kind of stuff?
What kind of impact, man? I just want to leave a positive mark on the world, not just in like music and what I do, but just for helping people. I like helping people, even just down to the basics, like little feeding the homeless type stuff. I like doing that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's folks out here on the street, that could be us. I mean, just by doing that and messing with folks, you done heard stories of homeless people who was up, like may not have been like rich, but they were straight, and now they on the street homeless begging for change. You know what I'm saying? So anything can happen like that to anybody. So giving back to people and leaving my mark on the earth as far as my music, that it could just speak to the multitudes and be like a universal language. That's what music is. But my sound, ultimately I want my sound to be a universal language, not just categorized in like hip hop or R&B or whatever the field I work in. Branch it out and try to reach people across the world with it. If their ears can hear it, then I feel like I would have succeeded. If millions of people would have heard it, not even getting money. Money cool, but really it's about getting it out there. I think that's a big thing for me.